What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Summer Car. If you guys are enjoying the eternal torture that I am enduring for your viewing pleasure, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Yesterday, we attempted to once again bring something to Fleetari, and he wasn't there. We actually had a rally race in town. Since today is Sunday, I'm assuming he's probably closed, so I'm not even gonna bother with trying to make another pointless trip all the way out there. Instead, my main and only objective for today is I might even actually mount up these old original wheels again, but my main and only objective for today is A, finish the wiring, and B, hopefully put all the body panels on, because now that we've sort of done the engine, transmission, brakes are good, everything on the chassis checks out. We're just missing all the body panels to make it look somewhat better. It's pretty rusty still, but the first thing I want to do is actually check on our battery, because we were looking at the wiki yesterday and it said if the needle was on the left side of the charger, that meant that the battery was either fully charged or nearing being fully charged. So I think we're good to disconnect this thing. Now, I don't know how to disconnect it. I'm hoping that we can just sort of pull the clamps off. I also don't want to get electrocuted, so like that's constantly in the back of my mind now. I'm just gonna back away slowly and hopefully they auto disconnect. They do. Okay, good. We were kind of having some issues with the wiring mess and figuring out how to secure this battery. So we can install it, you know, that's no problem. It doesn't appear that there's any battery tie downs or any battery hold down to actually, you know, secure the battery in place. So I'm gonna try to use the wiring mess. And again, checking with the wiki, I've kind of come to the conclusion that the wiring magically holds it in place. So what we want to do here is somehow go from the positive terminal to the starter. I'm gonna crouch a little bit more, and then we'll kind of lean into it. I don't know how we're supposed to tell which terminal we actually connect this to. Maybe under the car would actually be easier, since we have to hold the wiring mess like 10 feet in front of our face. What about that nut? Do we maybe have to undo that nut? Let's drop the wiring mess for a second. There's a nut right here. It doesn't give me a size on it. We'll take an 8mm down here. We'll see if that's gonna do the trick. Oh, what is this? Why do I feel like there should be a hose connecting this to something else?
Many minutes later.
This has been the most difficult part of this rebuild, this reassembly so far. I don't know if this is the right post on here. I'm gonna try it anyways. That seemed to do something. Let me reference the wiki one mo again. The wiki's been very, very helpful, along with all of your comments. If you guys want to keep commenting and trying to help me through this eternal suffering, it would be so very, very helpful. So from negative terminal to battery ground connector. Where the heck is the battery ground connector? To wire the starter to the negative terminal, 7mm bolt farthest from the engine must be untightened first. Just a randy 7mm bolt furthest from the engine. I don't even know what that means. Where the heck would the ground be? There's apparently just like a rogue nut or bolt or something in here, quote unquote, furthest from the engine. To wire the starter to the negative terminal. I don't know why I feel like reading it again is going to help me, but I'm gonna do it anyways. To wire the starter to the negative terminal, 7mm bolt furthest from the engine must be untightened first. Oh, on the starter? That must be untightened first. Okay, let's get our wiring mess, and we'll take this from the negative terminal. Okay, that didn't work. F, there we go. To the battery ground connector. Oh, it worked! It worked! Okay, so now we can tighten. God, I can't see hardly. It's so difficult trying to get close to this thing, because as soon as I do, I just fall into the pit. This is like the last step, dude. And I have a bunch of conflicting keybinds, so during the edit, I do try to, you know, get rid of as many of them as I can, but sometimes I just have to leave them in. All right, so we've tightened the bolt back up on the starter. I'm going to reference the wiki again, specifically on the battery, because I want to make sure that I don't electrocute myself. Warning, make sure to always loosen both terminals of the battery before attaching any wires, as neglecting to do so may result in shorting the car or death by electrocution. Okay. After all of the wires have been attached, bolt in the 8mm positive bolt on the battery first, then the negative. Okay, so we should probably start on the body panels and the lights. Actually, let's do the lights first, and then we'll move into the body panels, because we have a couple more wires that we actually need to install then after we put in these lights. So we'll try right headlight. I don't know if, is that my right? No, that'd be our right if we were in the driver's seat. I wish they would just say like driver side, passenger side, but that's cool. So there we go, we'll get that put in, and then, oh, perfect, convenient. We already have the spanner we need to secure this bad boy. Can't forget about them mud flaps either, dude. We got some mud flaps underneath our workbench next to our grill. Oh, I wanna also try to potentially charge this battery. Let's put this up next to this bad boy. See what we got going on. Yeah, that thing's way dead, like super dead. And then what else did we do yesterday? We did coolant already for the fluids, so we just have to do engine oil and make sure the car's full of fuel. And we theoretically, I know I've said this before, but theoretically we should be able to turn key in this thing and get a roll. Moving on to the taillights, we have the rear taillight left. There we go. And then how do we secure this? Probably from the inside. I don't know, dude. It could just plop on in there and just chill. Let's look through the quarter panel, because you can do that in this game. Doesn't appear to have any sort of bolts or securing fasteners. What about like behind it? No? Okay. Also, look at that gap, dude. That is just, ugh, disgusting. That's kind of good news though. Saves a little bit of time, since we don't have to secure any fasteners for these taillights. Okay, now before we go through and wire in these headlights and taillights, I need to reference the old wiki one mo again. So rear harness connector goes to rear left light. Should be the only connector actually in the trunk. Will go to both taillights. And then the headlight connector that is just underneath the battery will go to the headlights, of course. That makes total sense to me. Oh, the headlight just has to be out completely. We'll do the same thing for this side then. Pop that sucker out of there. Hopefully it's not shattered. I'm assuming they're plastic lenses, probably not glass. But there we go. We got the two wires ran. And now we should be able to pop this bad boy back in there. Do we have to do any wiring in the back of this? Does it just auto connect? Got them totally fastened down. And then there's something else called the marker light, which is usually on the front bumper. We might be sleeping on that here for just a moment, but let's move to the rear of the vehicle, and we'll hopefully be able to do those taillights fairly easily as well. It would appear as though we're finished with the wiring, everything other than the marker lights, I think. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Again, it doesn't need to be like fully wired up for it to actually run. So I think with everything, wow, I just can't put this back on the shelf. I think with everything that we've done thus far, we should be in the clear. Do we even bother putting the clock gauge in? We'd have to run another wire for that. Let's try to do without for right now. Let's maybe, or wait, are the marker lights in the fenders? That could also make some sense. They are in the fenders. Okay, pick up the right fender and we will loosely install this bad boy over here. There we be. Okay, so we have the marker light then on the side of the vehicle. Let's grab our wiring mess. We'll see if this is super easy. And this has to go from the headlight connector to the marker light on the fender.
A few moments later.
I'm kind of thinking that we maybe don't have marker lights. I haven't seen them in our garage thus far. Feels pretty good though, dude. I think we're making a lot of good progress already today. So there we go. We got the other fender put on. Let's do that bottom bolt right here. And then we have the weirdo one in the front right there. Again, we'll probably have to loosen those for the bumper. Let's find ourselves a bumper. Wait a minute, where is our bumper? Is it this stuff? That looks bumper-esque. I don't know, there's some other weird things going on over here too, like this little wood panel. Why am I walking so slow? Back panel and subwoofer panel, which we don't currently have. Should we do? Should we install these? Is this very difficult? I suppose we probably need subwoofers to install the subwoofer panel, huh? So back to the bumper. We got bumper front, bumper rear. Okay, so let's maybe do the grill first. Size 6. Oh, they would be a different size. Just really trying to do me as dirty as possible here. Grill installed. Let's get that front bumper. Should be this one. Bumper front. Now that we have the bumper, I see where those marker lights go. They might even be in it already. It's interesting. Yeah, I see there's very clearly a marker light already in the front bumper here, but they're not amber like the wiki would suggest. So maybe the amber ones are just the aftermarket ones we can purchase. Do I dare get the wiring mess out again and try to connect these things? Nope, not seeing it. All right, let's get this bumper put back on, baby. So now that we have that done, there should be some bolts, nuts actually, back in there, size 8. If you guys are playing along at home, I really commend you, because there's been plenty of times where I've thought, you know what? I think I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna play some My Summer Car today. I don't want to be terrorized. It'd be really cool if it has one of the like reverse hoods where it's hinged at the front of the vehicle rather than like up by the windshield. Totally just guessing here, but that would be very, very sick. Right there. Boom, baby. God, look at that hood gap. That is just disgusting. Oh no. Oh no. Where are the bolts for this, dude? I don't see anything. Oh, was it? It's probably the hood release. We'll come over here to the front hood lock. There we go. That should pop it. It might actually hinge up from the front. That's pretty dope. Do we have to do this from inside the vehicle? Oh God, there's the headlight. Can we open it any more than? Oh yeah. Oh wait, is there a hood prop? There we go. Okay, we're solid. Something just worked there. What a great guess too. I honestly had no idea if the hood was gonna actually do this, but now that we have the hood installed, if we just click on it again, how do we get it to latch? Did it latch that time? It's probably fine, right? Just a little bit of gap right there. Do we hold it? Oh, we hold it. Okay, to fully get it to latch. Moving on to, I don't know, let's do the doors. That seems like a good time. That's gonna go right there. Should be a couple of bolts over here, I would think. Size 10. Ooh, those are some big suckers. All right, we're just now getting thirsty, so I'm going to finish up securing this driver's side door. We'll go inside, drink from the tap, maybe take care of our other stats, everything except for fatigue. All right, so we should be able to close that now. Nice, dude. Look at that. Look at us go. Oh my God, I just love it. Love it so much. You know what? We've done a lot. Let's get a brewski as well. Just one, okay? One brewski's not gonna hurt anyone. Ooh, we need some more sausages, don't we? Yeah, we're starting to run low on sausages. Let's eat this pizza instead. That really didn't do much for us and honestly made us thirsty again. Hunger's gonna keep going up, fatigue's gonna keep going up, but let's just have ourselves a nice Seagrit. I'm not condoning the use of Seagrits, all right? Not condoning this, just saying that's the only way we can get our stress down. All right, stats are taken care of. We're gonna be exhaling the cigarette smoke here for just a moment, but let's get this other door put in. And we should still have that wrench on us. Whoops, you gotta open up all the way there, bud. Wow, the car's just kind of shimmying over quite a bit, isn't it? We're gonna probably pull this out of the garage to put the wheels on, and then, oh, we gotta check on that battery. It's not charging at all, so this one must just be a dead cell battery. That's likely the reason we had to get a new one from the get-go. The last thing we have here is the trunk lid, otherwise known as the boot lid. That's gonna go right about there. Ours, since we're fancy, has a freaking turbo badge, dude. That adds at least 5 horsepower. This is very difficult. I feel, oh no, I just dismounted it. God dang it. As I was saying, this is very difficult because we just kind of have to, oh no, why did you do that? As I was saying again, this is very difficult because we have to basically glitch our face through the car so we can actually secure these bolts. And I still can't even see anything. Dude! Okay, so we got our freaking Turbski deck lid on here, or trunk lid, whatever you want to call it. Now let's get these wheels. It's funny too, because come tomorrow, come Monday, in-game Monday, we're gonna have to just take these wheels off again and bring them to Fleetari so we can finally get those new treads, the new tires put on. So yeah, this kind of seems like a waste of time, but it's a necessary evil, I think. Okay, we got the driver's side one on. Let's grab the next one, do the same thing, and then we're gonna move around to the rear of the vehicle, jack that up, put the rear tires on, or rear wheels on, I should say, and we'll be off to the races, so to speak. I'm definitely not racing this thing yet, okay? Don't freak out. God, look at that freaking turbo badge, dude. I'm so pumped. I'm actually really excited for when we maybe eventually get some tuning parts, because there is a turbo kit that I've installed that's part of a mod. I mean, that alone has to have its own separate wiki, I'm sure, but I'm pretty pumped to be able to potentially install a Turbski on this bad boy as well. Alrighty, the deed is hopefully done. We're gonna lower the jack back down, take this back into the garage, but dude, I'd say we're looking pretty good. I also just realized that engine oil is not the only fluid we have left to fill up. We do also have some brake fluid and then clutch fluid. So let's go ahead and pop the hood, and we'll see about filling those reservoirs. Here we have the 2 reservoirs. Oh, here we go. I don't know what we're filling, but we're filling something, dude. I see no visible fluid in any of these reservoirs. Actually, that's not true. There's a little bit. I see a little bit, some like brown stuff in the bottom of that. The wiki informed me to get 4 bottles of this stuff, so I'm assuming we're gonna have to use all 4. We should also have to do something with that. We have a light bulb here. Do we put this? Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Now, for the engine oil, let's go ahead and... See, why is my battery falling, dude? Oh, because we didn't tighten the terminals yet. There we go. Okay, let's tighten those bad boys up before we forget. Okay, we'll get this secured. Positive first, is what I've been told. Positive, then negative. Okay, battery secured, dude. All right, now let's unscrew the rest of that cap, and we will get our engine oil, dude. We are nearing the end here, boys. Nearing the end. 10W40, that's some thick stuff. 5W40 is probably a bit more common, but this engine's maybe a bit different than most 4 cylinders I'm used to. It is carbureted as well, which I have no idea what to do with. I think that's all she wrote. I'm gonna grab the other one just to be on the safe side. Yeah, must be completely full. This one's not even pulling up the little gauge at the bottom. Gauge? That's me! All right, let me just do a brief little check around. I mean, we don't need to put the hubcaps on. I think that's, that'd be a little silly if the car won't run without hubcaps. Oh god, dude, I'm nervous. And we still don't have the AFR gauge that we ordered, so that's kind of concerning, but hopefully we can get this thing to start without it. Entering driving mode. I am beyond nervous right now. We have dashboard meters. Okay, we can't really do anything with that stuff. Why am I so nervous? It's just, oh, you know what we should actually do? Maybe we save and quit and then and then just come back just in case it like explodes or something, you know? I don't want to lose all this progress, you guys. The whole car, I mean, is assembled, so we think. All right, we're back. We're just taking a quick whiz here, and then I think we're finally ready to try to turnkey in this thing and get her rolling. Here we go. All right, the moment of truth. Will it start? Do we even have the keys is the better question. Okay, key in. Nothing? What? Nothing has happened. Let me just go through all of the wiring things and just make sure we have everything plugged into where it needs to be. Make sure the battery's still fully charged, and we'll get her going. I'm not even worried about it. We forgot to put gas in it, so I mean there's that. That's a big one. That's a big one. Let's do this first, and then we'll go back to wiring if it still doesn't turn over. Oh, yep, here we go. Okay, we're filling her on up. Do we do a full tank? The gauges, the cluster wasn't even doing anything, so I feel like there is still some more wiring we might have to do, but fingers crossed, man, this solves our issue. That would be awesome. I'm feeling good about it. I guess we can leave the door open. There's no real reason to close it. Can it be done? Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Oh, why? Why does it hate me? It's gotta be something stupid, right? It's gotta be something stupid that I just didn't even think about. Maybe the battery came unplugged. Oh, it's raining. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the hood should be up. I don't think that should be happening. Super glad that we have a storm right now. Okay, let's bring this puppy back inside. We could push it, but you know, we got mods for this. Literally as soon as I move the car into the garage, finally, the rain stops. But it does still kind of look like it's gonna keep storming for a while, so we're gonna leave it in the garage. Oh no, dude, we didn't do the main harness connector to the positive terminal. That's gotta be it. I know I've said that already once, but that's gotta be. I mean, it just makes the most sense at this point. So main harness connector to positive battery terminal. Main to positive. Oh, it's sparking. It's sparking. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's doing stuff. The wipers are moving. Oh god. Okay, let's hop in here. Hang on. Car's still in accessory mode. Yo, is it gonna start? Let's kill the wipers. Let's kill those. Lights. Okay, we got the one light working. Oh, this is good. This is really good. We're in driving mode. Let's crank her over. Oh, we gotta wait. What is that light? Oh no. I don't know what the light means. Is that good? Is that bad? Come on. Come on. Give her a little gas. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Shut it off. Shut it off. Wow, that did not sound good at all. That did not sound good at all. Can I just Google, what does it mean if my car is squealing? I mean, I know we don't have the AFR gauge just yet. Issues after the car has been started, a high-pitched chirping noise, the distributor, another thing, a constant clicking sound. The rocker valves were adjusted at some point prior to starting the car and should be reset. This can be done by scrolling down 20 or more times on each valve with the screwdriver. Whoa. An infrequent clonking sound. The camshaft was incorrectly tuned during assembly. Oh yeah, somebody told me I did the timing incorrectly, so that could be it. That could definitely be it. Hey, you know what? Small victory, all right? Small victory. I kind of figured we'd have to tune it up a little bit, you know, and make it slightly better, but I'm taking that as a win, dude. We got her started. She cranked over. She turned on. I'm happy. I'm satisfied here. All right, you guys. I think that is going to be a wrap on this episode. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.